Yo, what's up? What's going on? This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. And today we're gonna be speaking about a well-known influencer and socialite Jamal Morton and his terrible tragedy on Father's Day. This is something that no father will ever want to come to the day that they quote unquote supposed to be celebrating him on this very day. And a part of what made him who he is, he loses on that very day. And the crazy twist about this whole situation, and what makes it diabolical and what makes it sick and hard to handle socially or even mentally, is the fact that once you're out there as a content creator, a social media influencer, you have the spotlight on you and you're showing your life, you're doing content, you're doing certain things, and then a tragedy strikes in your life and you don't know what to do. You don't know how to react. Your life is in a whole disarray, and the scene is actually videotaped, and the cops come to your home. They see what's going on. There's no foul play in this situation, but something definitely terrible then happened at your household. And this is in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. Another reason why I tapped in and chimed in on this situation, man. And the fact that he's an influencer trying to handle his business and take care of his children. On Father's Day, one of his children met their demise by stepping out of the home and jumping into the pool at a young age, and she drowned, right? And my condolences to his family, to the Morton family and their loved ones and everybody connected to them. Now, this is where it gets sad. These same supporters that he has, or that he thought that he would have to have his back if something wrong happens, just like when something good is happening, or he's clip farming, or he's doing these viral clips and stuff, and they're sitting there laughing and talking and commenting and stuff. But when something bad happens, they switch positions. Now the internet is not for you. They're against you. They're speculating. They're trying to have think pieces brought out to make you look like a bad person, to put a dark cloud over your whole situation so it won't be a you anymore. And this is how people play. This is what they do when you have so many people looking at you under this microscope as who you supposed to be. And some of them are not looking at you for the right reasons, man. They're looking at you to wait to see you fall. These are some of the viewers. These are some of the critics that you have popping up on these channels, on these platforms. And that's all they want to see. They want to troll. They want to make fun of you. They want to belittle you. But if something happens in your life, they're going to stay on top of that. You don't know if they might be the ones calling the cops on you, or bringing up false narratives to try to push that so they can end you. And it seems like he's going against the internet right now. He done put up posts that he had to take down. And if I wouldn't have ran into the family TV, I wouldn't even have known that this situation was going on with this brother, man. And please, everybody, send prayers to him at this trying time. This is if you have a heart. But if you're a buster and you already think negative and stuff like that, I know you're not going to even care about this situation. But please, sit back and listen to how the family TV covers this situation, man. This is very, very sad. And this is the things that I beware of. Truly.
Hey, the police! Hey! What's going on? That's why if he listens to us, we'll figure it out.
Oh no, you gotta understand he's a black man. Y'all snatching him up.
I don't know.
Out of his house.
I'm black too.
Okay, can you tell me what's going on, please? I got babies. I got babies. I got babies. I have babies. Whoa. I got, hello? Can somebody please talk? My children. I have 7 children. I have children. What's going on?
You need to listen to it.
Can somebody please?
Can you stop? Let me talk to him. I'll talk to you. I swear to God.
Yes, sir. This is my husband.
Take it back. I understand.
Okay.
We got a 911 call. That 2 people, male and female, are arguing.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Can I please file a police report also, because this came from his baby mama, because her daughter is here, and honestly, yes.
She said bring her home.
She said bring her home. She said
I will bring her home.
And as you can see, the cars right there.
What's your baby's mama?
Christian Hayes. 10. You can take it right now.
Yes. Listen, you understand what we're going into. Alright, we get told that you are arguing with guns. No. Listen, you're just
arguing with guns.
The call said that a 10-year-old contacted.
Yeah. I would like to pretty please.
Well, we 100% are going to.
I would like to please file.
He is grieving tonight after a 2-year-old girl drowned at a home.
And police say the family had all the safety measures in place to prevent something like this from happening.
Life ain't no joke already as it is. And then with social media, you know, that's a life in itself, right? Hey, look, can't nobody tell you how you should grieve when it come to your loved one, especially your kids. And despite what the world might persuade you to think, ain't nobody on this world perfect but God. And once we establish that, we understand life happens, right? And because somebody may look like they got more than you on social media, don't mean they living better than you, fam. Let's throw that out there. I got 1 child, 1 that think it's a lot. I'm talking about a full-blown dad. I can't imagine having 7. Can you? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But that's the story of a man who we got to talk about today. A man who, on this past Father's Day, became one of, if not the worst days of his life. Coming outside saying his toddler unresponsive in the pool. What would you do? A lot of people already pointing out the obvious, right? The unattendance. No gate around the pool. Now, we'll later get to all that. We're going to look at the format of how the house was laid out. Something that was done just yesterday that made this man have to recant his statement on social media. And I don't know if he was wrong or right, but it just goes to show you how powerful social media can be that can stop you from grieving to try to please the public. This man made a GoFundMe. People noticed the life he was portraying online, the house this situation happened in, but he's not taking accountability of bills. Some people having financial struggles, and having your main source of income be TikTok is not that stable. But nonetheless, that man withdraw his GoFundMe that he made for his daughter. I'm gonna go over the facts. I'm gonna go over this in chronological order, and I'm gonna let you guys let me know how y'all feel about this one at the end. But most importantly, we're gonna send some love and prayers to this man. He made a statement via his attorney after all the backlash this morning, which compelled me to bring it to you guys' attention. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family.
And the other day she walked in there and she had on like the little Nike bra top and some little shorts, and her stomach was showing, and it just was, I just feel like she shouldn't be doing it.
I mean, as long as she ain't trying to flirt with him or nothing, I talk to her or whatever, but...
No, he be looking at her, and I just don't want him to look at her so she can just not dress like that.
Hey, well, she should feel comfortable in her own house. Now, the problem lies with your boyfriend. He shouldn't be looking. Because if that's your sister, you should look at her like a sister as well.
Fam, that was TikToker Jamal Morton, also known as JMO, or Mr. J. Right now, he mourning the loss of his 2-year-old daughter, Rose, who we won't show her picture. Now living in Atlanta, Georgia, the influencer has launched a GoFundMe after announcing the death of the toddler. JMO shared online that his daughter died after accidentally drowning in their family's pool, the same pool you guys see on the screen. Now, before we go over exactly what he had to say and why he decided to take away the GoFundMe, let's talk about him for a second. For those unaware, Jamal Morton is a father of 9. I made him misquoted. He gained millions of followers across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, where he uploads comedy sketches centered around parenting. JMO also worked as an actor. He joined TikTok in July 2022. He started making content featuring his children. Jamal Morton has been married to Jessica Morton, who also make Instagram reels with her husband and kids. In November of 2025, he spoke with the Rap House TV interview and spoke about his fatherhood and saying that being a parent is definitely hard. He made it on social media after his wife just gave him a plate, and then it went viral.
during that time I started playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was drinking and I just wasn't where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And then I started scrolling on social media and just was like, I can do this, you know? And I saw like a few pages where people were like having a platform, but the content was like cringy. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was lame as hell. I'm not even gonna lie, but people were following them. I was like, if they can do this, I can, you know? So one day, like, my wife, she brought me a plate of food. And I was like,
I'll start with the food. We know you from the plates. We know you from the amazing food that you be eating, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, bro.
So she brought me a plate, and I was like, hey, babe, film me. And she was like, why you eating? I was like, yes. Okay. Because she didn't really want to, because, like, you know, at this time, the videos couldn't make her.
Now, going over his background, it seemed like over the years, he also has some choice words for the Atlanta rapper 21 Savage.
I had to come to the 9 to get protection. You a real fucking bitch. You came in my room and stole it because you know we popping. You a real bitch ass nigga. I was trying to put... Hey, one mic. Hold up, one mic, man.
Let's point out this. Despite how much your mortgage is, it's better than rent, especially when you put money into something that's essentially yours. The bank gave you the loan, you just paying it off. It's essentially an investment. But let's not make no mistake. Making $15,000 to $20,000 and your mortgage is around $6,000 is not living above your means. But it damn sure don't mean you well off or rich. So let's get that established out the way, fam. The materialistic thing may be above what you have or not, but that don't take away the fact that most of us is one paycheck away from not being able to afford our bills. So if someone who has less deserve help, what's the difference for someone who want to help someone who have a little bit more? And like we said at the very beginning, everything is not what it's saying, because I'm not saying that it was due to financial struggles or maybe they felt like it was a better investment renting it out. But back in May 19th in 2026, a little over a year, the couple had listed the home to be rented out for $8,500, which, as we mentioned, would probably be about $2,500 profit from the actual mortgage. The house is a little under 5,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms and 5 baths. Now, according to public listings, this is the image of the backyard. It also matches up with the videos that he put up on social media. And as you can see, how the setup is, the pool can't really have no fence around it, which is kind of unfortunate. The back door leads to a lounge area, which leads directly in front of the pool. Now, with that being said, we talking about possibly even 9 siblings together. I can see an honest, unfortunate mistake with a young child wandering off to the backyard inside that pool. Now, on June 7, 2026, the couple had raised it up and looked for offers renting out the home for $10,000+. Sometimes that could piss your HOA and neighbors off. But 2 days later, they removed the listing. Fast forward 2 weeks later, it's Father's Day, June 23rd, 2026. In Jamal household, he's getting celebrated. But suddenly, allegedly, the couple looked for Rose and they found her unresponsive in the backyard pool. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family. The world didn't know yet, but on June 25th, 2026, Jamal had went to social media to give his condolences and ask for support. He uploaded a GoFundMe. And fam, we gotta be mindful on the words and how we make people feel on social media. Apparently they came for a reason, fam. And he said the following: you were the best daughter a father could ever ask for. Losing a child is a pain I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I hate to make this post, but y'all won't be seeing me for a while. I have to take a break. I lost my daughter. She thought she was a big girl and could swim all by herself. She walked out the house and got into the pool where she drowned. I hope heaven is real, because I can't imagine you being all alone by yourself. So God, if you're real, please watch over my baby. Rest in peace, my sweet angel. Daddy loves you forever, Rose. In the GoFundMe description, Jamal Morton urged readers to help his family send her home, adding that they're moving away because they can't live in that house anymore. According to the page, the service for Rose will be held on Sunday, June 28, 2026. And as of the writing, the fundraiser has raised $4,645 of the $6,500 goal. Fam, he not asking for much. Now, as I look to go donate, fam, personally, it was taken down. It say broken. All the backlash, people pointing out his home, the pool, how he was living, insinuating that he shouldn't be asking for help, like he not normal. And it's messed up, because instead of this being a lesson for us all and still helping, some people take the moment to judge, like they smell better. And
Yes, we really need to think about this situation, because this doesn't make no sense. This can happen to anybody. Tragedy can knock on your door at any time. Y'all need to wake up and know that. Like, we know that a lot of viewers come in for the trolling and playing the games and stuff like that. But when something serious knocks on your door, it's time to respond in the right way. And it takes a village to help certain situations out. Y'all was liking him when you laughing. Like him when he's going through something too. This is just a lesson learned. And if y'all not learning, I don't know what's going on. This your boy Big Miz from the zoo. I just want to send my condolences to his family and prayers for his little one Rose that he lost on Father's Day 2026, y'all. Peace.